Hello and welcome to the Day There Dudes. I'm Izzy.
I'm Raka, and thank you for joining us for this emergency meeting.
Emergency meeting of the Day There Dudes Nation. As yesterday afternoon, Disney, Marvel, they dropped a huge New York, metaphoric bomb on our heads with all this news next year and the upcoming years as they announced their Phase 4 slate. They announced over 20 shows coming on Disney Plus. They announced a adult version of Disney Plus. They announced sequels and prequels and all kinds of good shit. And we will try our best to navigate through the minefield that is Disney / Marvel / Fox / whatever. Right?
Well, all I can say is it's about effing time. I know the world's slow to go. No shocker there. But you know what? You got to make a move, man. You got to stay relevant. They got to make a move.
Most definitely. And obviously some sizzle reels, and they showed a couple of announcements as they were made, like by directors like Patty Jenkins, who kind of, I'm not gonna lie, kind of gave me a little goosebumps,
A little tingly feeling. You got the tingles?
A little tingly feeling. So I guess mentioning that, let's start off with Star Wars and take it from the top. I'm just gonna give you tidbits and information, and then we'll try to, as we all know, obviously Mandalorian Season 3 is coming, and I do believe it's coming approximately December of next year. Well, we kind of figured that out. So I'm actually kind of surprised that that it's coming as soon as then, considering, So in addition to that, we have not one, but we have two spin-offs from the Mandalorian. One, of course, Ahsoka Tano, that should be on Christmas of 2020, yeah. And we also have something a show called Rangers of the New Republic, which not much information has been given about that, but supposedly all three are going to run concurrently and are going to end in a climactic story event. Thoughts?
I would dare say it's better than the trilogy that just came out in the last 5 years or so. The Mandalorian, with the new spin-offs and with whatever magnificent ending that they have planned, it already is leaps and bounds better than the last three movies. I understand that Gina Carano has been given some kind of, I wouldn't say an ultimatum, but she was kind of given the PR push. Hint.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Please apologize, address the issues of what some people have with you, and we can move on, with you included, because she is a big deal in the new Mandalorian universe.
Now, what exactly happened that kind of caused this mini uproar?
I don't know specifically, and I don't want to get into. We're not here to give an editorial, but she did make some, I think, disparaging comments to certain segments of society, and so I guess, you know what, in the PC world of today,
yes,
you should acknowledge if you offended anybody, and I think you should be big enough to just eat your words, mea culpa, and move on.
Of course, and not to mention, I mean, if you're in such a public show, arguably the biggest show on Disney right now, and it's Disney, man, it's Star Wars. There's almost nothing bigger than that. So yeah, you're gonna be in the microscope. Enough said.
All right, awesome.
Moving on, we have also an announcement for a Lando Calrissian series. not much has been mentioned as far as if it's gonna be Donald Glover, if they're gonna recast, the character or whatever. But I'm just happy for them to bring back Lando. That's who
Billy D. Billy D.
It would be cool if they would have Billy D and then have him talk or give a flashback story, or something. Maybe in a cantina somewhere or something. That'd be kind of cool, actually. And of course,
how could they not?
One of the ones that they've been announced, they rumored, and now it's coming to fruition. Obi-Wan Kenobi limited series, taking place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, with Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen playing Anakin. Darth Vader. And they said they're calling it the rematch of the century. There'll be no high ground this time.
Whoa. It's going to get real.
It's going to get real. Moving on, we also have, which is the one that I told you that gave me kind of goosebumps, the Rogue Squadron, directed by Patty Jenkins, which coincidentally will also be the first Star Wars film directed by a woman, which is awesome. And she, you could probably look it up on YouTube. How she mentioned how her dad was a fighter pilot, and she's going to make the greatest fighter pilot movie ever made. So
okay,
and so that's gonna be awesome. If they, I don't know if they're gonna follow Wedge Antilles, who actually survived the first, both Death Stars, or if they're gonna use a new character, or I don't know, but should be awesome. Another show called The Acolyte, where there's a lot of rumors circulating all around. They're talking about it could be some Sith based, story or whatever, but it's as described, a female-led mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. Now, big words indeed. So we'll see.
You busted out the 25-cent words.
Like that, right? Another show, Star Wars Visions, which would be an anime style, animated short films based on Star Wars properties. But I say anime, I mean anime style. So from some of the biggest, creators. So could be interesting.
I mean, yeah, you take the success of Clone Wars and everything. How could you not? You can't ignore it and leave it alone. You gotta go with that.
Great segue, Raka. Speaking of Clone Wars, I guess spiritual sequel, or akin to Clone Wars, called The Bad Batch. Did a trailer. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest Clone Wars. I haven't finished it, so.
Shut the front door.
Shut the front door, exactly. But yeah, it's animated in the same form as Clone Wars, and as a matter of fact, when they introduced at the end the title, it actually destroys the Clone Wars title, and it becomes just called The Bad Batch. So, and finally, a droid story. Also, an animated show which basically introduces a new character, a new hero that is guided by R2-D2 and C-3PO. Hey.
I guess they've pretty much covered everybody, unless they want to do an Ewok special. All I can say is Merry Christmas to everybody in the Star Wars universe for Disney unleashing what can only be described as a multimedia cluster grenade, raining Scud missiles on everybody. May the Force be with you.
Right, and I guess this is the way. Now, you want to go into regular Disney, or you want to go into Marvel, or we'll save Marvel for last?
let's do regular Disney. We're still on it. Let's finish that up, and then we'll hit everybody with the Marvel news.
Okay, for in some interesting news, not so much Disney, but Fox, but now Disney. We finally gonna have an Alien TV show for FX. That's going to be, produced by Ridley Scott, and also the showrunner
Scott, really?
is going to be Noah Hawley, who runs Fargo and also the Legion. And supposedly it's going to have all the scary stuff from Alien and the action of Aliens, and it's set on Earth. So
okay, so it's an Aliens Earth-based, kind of like when I forgot movie which one it was, where they're in Colorado or something.
Well, Aliens Predator, you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they ignore.
So they're gonna have just an Aliens base. So this is just an Aliens standalone series.
Yes. That I guess.
Because the way they progenerate. Forget about rats and roaches. I mean, these things will multiply.
And
like that,
it's supposed to be set in the not so distant future, so that would be freaking awesome. Imagine the xenomorphs on Earth with the weapons we have now, not as powerful as the colonial marines and whatever else. It's
Arnie's looking good. Maybe he can make a cameo too.
Maybe he can.
I mean, Mr. Schwarzenegger is on an all-vegan diet. He's hitting the gym. He got his arteries cleaned out. Other than that little mishap at the gym, he's good. He's good to go.
Right. He could join a slide. He was 70, 74, 72 he turned?
Yes, I think 72, and there's somewhere in that neighborhood.
Something. All right. Beauty and the Beast prequel. You're going to have from the live-action Beauty and the Beast prequel. We'll follow LeFou and Gaston, and new music by Alan Menken. For all you Beauty and the Beast fans out there, you know who you are. You know who you are, Raka.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've gone to the Broadway version. I've gone to many different versions.
For anyone who cares, there's a Percy Jackson reboot coming.
Now, Percy Jackson, the book series itself and the movie series itself, it has its own mini following.
You know what?
I think it's pretty strong.
I love the concept, the idea. I thought the first movie was good. It could have been much better if they took the shackles off. And since it's Disney, I don't see it happening. So I'll leave it at that.
Not so sure. I think they took a little bit more of the shackles with Mulan.
Yes, they did.
Where it was darker and more adult, as opposed to a kid version.
It was Disney, and there was no blood, considering many people were slaughtered, but yet no blood.
Oh yeah.
All right, and the Mighty Ducks are back. Mighty Ducks, Game Changers. It's a straight sequel to the films, bringing back Emilio Estevez and introducing Lauren Graham also into the fold. So I have no idea what's that going to be, or how's it going to be, or.
Well, Disney has a niche somewhere, and this fills a void with, I guess, the young prepubescent boy demographic.
Or the old
male demographic who really wants for Glory Days. Glory Days.
Indiana Jones 5 is going to end the series, and Harrison Ford is back.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is that over?
No. We won't forget that alien skull debacle, and we're going to end it.
Hey, let's not glaze over the crystal skulls, okay? We're gonna do an episode on that.
No comment. Like I said, James Mangold is directing, and it should be July 2022, where Harrison Ford will be a robust 80 years old. Nothing wrong with that. Just saying.
No, nothing wrong. You get him, Arnie, Stallone together, and they can also at the same time film Expendables 9.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, we
Raka is on
people.
a roll today. He is on.
I am here all day. Try the veal and the spring rolls.
All right. More sequels abound. Hocus Pocus 2, Sister Act 3, and Disenchanted, the sequel to Enchanted. Any comments, polls, opinions?
Yes. Again, anyone listening from Hollywood, me and Raka have written many scripts. I'm sorry, Raka and Izzy have written many scripts, and we can fill the void that obviously, painfully, obviously, you need, because you have to dig up this crap and make sequel after sequel of nonsense, thinking that you're going to make money off of this and you're going to expand your own publication. Hell to hell no. Good God, when it's over, it's over. Where is the creativity? Bunch of mind-numbing drones out there. Sorry, that was a little bit of a rant.
The Further Adventures of Willow is coming to Disney Plus.
Excuse me as I put a needle in my eye.
At least we're gonna have Warwick Davis again.
Oh yay!
I did not know that there was a fervent fan base to bring back Willow. Just saying.
Cause you didn't. This is somebody's favorite to a favorite to a favor, an older favor. Hush money.
Another reboot. Can you guess? You probably won't. Cheaper by the Dozen with Gabrielle Union. Does anybody care? Not think so. Moving on.
No, we must apologize to the 3 people out there that are dying for the Cheaper by the Dozen 9.
How about the 4 who want to see a reboot or a remake of Three Men and a Baby, starring none other than Zac Efron?
You know what? The original wasn't terrible as far as the standalone movie goes. Why they need to bring back the dead on that one? Poor Ted Danson. Poor Ted Danson. Teddy. Ted.
Yeah. Pinocchio is coming to Disney Plus. I think they actually might skip the theaters and put it straight on Disney Plus with Tom Hanks.
Wait, a live action? It's a live action? It's
a live action. Tom Hanks playing Geppetto, and then Pinocchio will be CGI.
Is this the sequel to Roxanne?
Roxanne. No.
Get that voice ready. Get that voice ready for our Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
I'll leave it at that.
And we also have other shows. One from Princess and the Frog, I think it was Tiana. Right, Tiana.
Yes. No, actually, that was a very enjoyable flick. So that's going to be transformed into a live action as well.
Actually, I think there's it's going to be an animated series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with also that. Moana's having their own a series as well, and Doug Days, which Doug the dog from Up is having his own series as well. And
again, we need to forward our resumes.
While we're there, speaking of Pixar, we're having Lightyear, which is the prequel to Buzz Lightyear and Toy Story. And
now that's the first thing you said. That's the first thing you said in the last 5 minutes that I'm actually interested to watch.
Yeah, but what got me is that it's not going to be, what's his face?
Tim Allen?
Yeah. It's going to be none other than Captain America himself, Chris Evans, is voicing Buzz. Stop
hogging all the jobs, Chris!
And supposedly he was retiring and going to become a director or something, but you know.
Oh, then the Bills came. And
yeah.
Pivot.
Another spinoff for Cars, which is going to have Lightning McQueen and Mater as they road trip all around the country, doing shenanigans.
Oh, I think the Hot Wheels stock just went up 3 cents.
Big Hero 6, you're a fan?
I did like Big Hero 6. Of all the other movies that have come out in the last decade or so, I was actually anticipating that to have a sequel sooner than later.
Well, there's a Baymax show coming.
Okay. No, that was interesting. It did reach out to a different segment of the population. A little bit more on the serious side as far as the death of a father and a lost daughter in another realm dimension. But don't worry, nobody's listening to this one either. No, I think that can carry some weight.
Okay, Zootopia Plus. It's gonna be short stories based another animated series spin-off based on
Wow. It really sounds like they had some kind of team meeting. Somebody blew a fuse or busted the toilet up, and they had to reconfigure their approach. Possibly they looked at their financials, and it looks like they're going all out offensive here. Good Lord.
I have 2 more pages. It's insane. They just went absolutely batshit crazy. And then one of the few things that's original that kind of actually got me excited, from Pixar also, a series called Turning Red. It's a series or a movie, but it's called Turning Red. It's about a girl who becomes a giant red panda depending on her mood. Now, if done well, that could be either hilarious or terrifying. Either way, Pixar, I'm in. March 2022.
That's strangely original.
Yeah, hey, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad.
It kind of sounds like a bad mushroom trip, but all right.
Or kind of like a kiddie version of the Hulk, maybe.
Red Hulk. Well.
Red Hulk. Rolk. Rawr. Peter Pan and Wendy. Jude Law plays Captain Hook. And Yara Shahidi plays Tinkerbell. Okay. I've seen it so many
times. Sounds like the makings of a musical.
Speaking of musicals, there's a prequel to the Lion King, live action Lion King coming. And last but not least, on our Disney side of things,
It's a Small World?
No. An animated reimagining of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
That is going to be interesting. Now,
it being animated,
it's a largely successful book.
Mm-hmm.
The movie itself, the first movie was good. When they had to recast it into a second or third movie, and it was a different cast, just didn't have the same continuity and the same feel. So it kind of fell off. But to do an animation on it, because the book is largely, the book is a graphic novel in a way, that's interesting. I mean, they should have done that from the first get-go, but I see that filling the void of the cartoon world that it seems largely ignored.
They could do so many more things animated-wise that they could not do budget constraints, budget constraints on live action. Bottom line. And it's going to be something called, I think it's going to be Star or Star Plus, which is going to be another channel within Disney Plus, which is going to be adult based, meaning you would have to, where it has like Star Wars, Nat Geo, Disney, Simpsons, whatever, yada yada yada, and then it would be Star, and then you would click on it. You would have to sign in again, and then it would send you to your PG-13 R-rated fare, like your Aliens and Alien and Predator and stuff like that. That's a lot of the catalog of Fox, which Disney has now, and that also opens the door for possible Marvel. This is me speculating. More mature Marvel shows like Daredevil, Andor the Punisher, Andor Moon Knight, which you can't do a psychopath PG style.
Punisher. Boy, they gotta get the security on right, or else.
Well, yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of kids watching the wrong stuff.
Exactly. So we'll see. I mean, all right. On to the big bad, the big bad Marvel. Let's take it from the top. They announced all the shows that we already, we know about, She-Hulk and Moon Knight and Ms. Marvel. And What If, which you can check out the trailer, which looks pretty awesome. What If you guys don't know, is basically the Watcher who watches over everything in the 616, the Marvel Universe, Well, actually, all Marvel Universe, all the multiverses. And he gives a glimpse of what if would happen. What would happen? What if something was different? Like, what if Captain America wasn't Captain America? Or what if, we can go on and on. Like, there's a very real famous one. What if Elektra, had lived? Another famous movie, which now has become fruition, actually became a real storyline. What if Jane Foster became Thor?
And what if, analogous to the DC universe, something like Brightburn took place?
Pretty much, yeah. But I guess the clincher with this, or what they want people, to attract the viewer, is every character is played by the original actor. I mean, voice whether it's all animated, but like Robert Downey Jr. is gonna play Iron Man, and
right. What if Natasha never defected to S.H.I.E.L.D. and she remained Agent Romanoff?
Exactly.
As
Natasha
double agent,
didn't jump up, didn't give herself up. I mean, I'm saying I don't know exactly the episodes, but there's, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's gonna be a series that should be coming out sometime next year. And they finally announced Fantastic Four with John Watts, the director of Spider-Man: Homecoming. And we're finally getting the first family back to where they belong, or back where they belong, better yet.
The good thing you brought that up. This is a point of contention with a lot of hardcore comic book people. And once the Marvel movies came out, and you have the Iron Man, the Captain America, the Avengers, and everything, lost and forgotten were the Fantastic Four and the mutants. And where do the X-Men and the Four get together? Because at some point, if you're talking about the Marvel Universe and you're talking about world cataclysmic events, and they're bringing in now Eternals, Celestials, people who can end it all, you need everybody on the good side to come out.
Exactly.
And I think it's been way too sparse, and they need to kind of congeal everybody and get them going concurrently.
Hey, but they only have them because of the merger, the when they bought out Fox, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Right, the fact that they were able to do that, and just imagine what Reed Richards would have come up with if he was in Infinity War.
Exactly. What do you call? I was going to say Captain Picard, Professor X. What he would come. What would Phoenix do?
Yeah.
And what side would the Phoenix take?
Exactly.
Maybe the Phoenix would be like, "Screw this! Let's burn to the ground."
Let's do it. On the heels of that, they finally announced, which we knew was going to happen, Ant-Man 3, or Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Yes, and with Michelle Pfeiffer still on board.
Yes.
I saw that.
And all the particulars are going to be in it. They're introducing Cassie Lang, which we kind of saw her already as, obviously she's not her daughter, but she becomes a hero in her own right. So obviously they got up-and-coming actress Captain Newton from Freaky to play Cassie Lang. And they're introducing Kang the Conqueror as the villain, Jonathan Majors from Lovecraft Country.
He's a major villain.
Yes, he is.
So I don't foresee them defeating him and he goes away. Maybe they thwart his plans at the moment, but he should be a major player as things move forward.
And the beauty is that he's a time traveler, so
yeah. So, and again, you got to tie in. You have to bring in some of the X-Men and tie them in because they have time travelers of their own, Bishop and whatnot, who also can be intertwined in a more rich plot.
Yes. The only thing about the X-Men is that Feige, unless he's playing his cards to the vest, in no uncertain terms said the X-Men will be here anytime soon. Like, they want to let it breathe a while before they bring the Merry Mutants. They want to establish and fix the Fantastic Four first, and then eventually we're going to bring the Merry Mutants.
I don't think they put a mirror to the nose yet because there's no more breathing going on here.
Wow.
How long you going to wait, man? How long you going to wait?
How long you going to wait? Sorry.
Right. Izzy here to pump you up. Colossal.
Captain Marvel 2, November 11th, 2022 is back, obviously. Ms. Marvel will be there. Obviously, you will have a grown-up Monica Rambeau, who also appears in WandaVision. They also released the WandaVision trailer, a Loki trailer, Winter Soldier and Falcon trailer, and obviously the aforementioned What If trailer. So
and to counter that is DC's answer, Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, which actually I'm pretty stoked about. But
I am too.
We have our own episode on that because people are not happy. The director,
no, they're not.
Are not happy over there.
No, they're not. No. Well, there's a lot of shit going on there. A lot of shit slinging over there.
We'll give that its own episode because it needs it. So,
Yes, we need that to breathe.
Exactly. I mean, if anyone cares, Rachel McAdams is back in Doctor Strange 2.
Yes, we care.
Of course we care.
Rachel. It's Rachel.
Charlie Cox is showing up as Daredevil in Spider-Man 3. That's the big rumor. Along with, I don't know if you might have seen our posts on our social media, where they confirm that Alfred Molina, playing Dr. Octopus, will return as Dr. Octopus, along with Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy, Kristen Dunst as Mary Jane, and obviously we're in talks with Tobey Maguire to come back, but he's being kind of a douche nozzle because he wants a little too much money. But we're hoping that they can bring him out of the fold and join the great Jamie Foxx as Electro.
Because the door is knocking down on Toby's house.
Well, Toby has a lot of stuff going on outside of,
All right, we'll get to his standalone episode on the 12th of Never.
Christian Bale is the villain for Thor 4. He's playing Gore the God Butcher.
Is he going to gain weight or lose weight?
My guess he's going to probably gain weight but muscle.
Okay.
Now,
just checking.
In something that maybe people have not noticed, Tim Roth played the Abomination in one of our second favorite Hulk.
Yes.
He will return in the She-Hulk series playing none other than the Abomination, along with Mark Ruffalo and Tatiana Maslany as, the stars of that series. Also, the Hawkeye Limited series has been, being filmed as we speak right now, and obviously you've seen the pictures that Kate Bishop is being played by Hailee Stanfield.
Yes.
And looks pretty cool.
She looks great in purple. Very good in purple. Or royal blue, whichever you want to call it.
Black Panther 2 is coming out July 8th, 2022, and they have confirmed with Ryan Coogler, the same director, that in no way, shape, or form are they going to replace T'Challa. Meaning they're not going to recast him. So
that probably will be one of the most anticipated movies of next year.
I mean, if it's done well, I mean, they could. I had, they could easily. This is again me thinking off the top of my head. They could easily start off with like a huge funeral, not a celebration, but a huge funeral to T'Challa, and then they could have like a whole,
But the mantle has to pass to the sister.
But wouldn't she have to actually win it? Fight?
I would see that.
Because wouldn't M'Baku say, you know what? Why wouldn't he wanted it before?
I would love to see that fight. Not to say that she can't win it. Why can't she win it with her guile, and just outright?
Of course, why not? I mean, we all know that she becomes Black Panther for a while. So yeah. But I mean, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be it's terrible that what happened with Chadwick, but I'm looking forward to the movie. So moving on, we have we have about another 5 series that were announced. One, Secret Invasion from the comics. If you know, the Skrulls come to Earth and they take over.
Because they're shapeshifters, and it's hard to tell who they are, but they have a sinister plot line to subvert all planets and races and take over.
Yeah, it's going to have Talos from Captain Marvel, and it's going to star Nick Fury, among whoever else they want to put in there. But those are the 2 that they mentioned as of right now. You have Armor Wars, starring War Machine. Don Cheadle will be there. If you guys, have read the comic, you know what I'm talking about. Ironheart with Riri Williams, which is like the I guess she takes the mantle up for Iron Man, starring Dominique Thorne. I Am Groot is another show coming out. It's going to be a series of it's a one-off. It's like short films or short little vignettes starring Groot at different stages and whatever else. And last but not least, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special in 2022, directed by and with a cast of thousands. It's going to be hilarious, and can't wait.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Wow. You guys hit us with a shit ton of stuff to digest. It would take a while. I might have to listen to this episode 5 or 6 more times just to get through everything you hit us with. Boy, Disney and Marvel have done a number to torch things up, and we didn't, like you said, hit DC or any of the other the zombie universe little trending stuff happening as well. And we will save that for another time.
Yeah, definitely.
Fabulosa, Merry Christmas. And in the vein of the Guardians of the Galaxy, all our loyal fans out there, be on the lookout for our Christmas holiday specials coming out soon. Sure to entertain and might outdo Thor and Company.
Daredevil Nation, get ready. Get ready to sing. Get ready to soar. Get ready to win.
And get ready to drink. Not to mention you in France, in Germany, in Russia, in in Greenland, in Mexico, Ecuador, the West Coast, East Coast, the next zip code over. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening. We are scudding our way through the higher atmosphere. Thanks for listening, and save the whales.
Take care, guys.